Hello, greetings, and welcome everyone to this video where I talked to Elaphe. A couple of the representatives were willing to do an interview with me, so I spoke with Luka, the head of sales and global accounts, and Blaž, the head of CAE. CAE was basically their engineering division on a particular component, and that component we will get into momentarily. Thank you guys so much in advance for watching. This video will not have any video. It is audio only, so I will put pictures of things that I saw during the expo in lieu of an actual video. So I was just wondering how the partnership with Aptera started.
Okay, so it's a really nice story. So it started more than a decade ago.
Nice.
With the first vehicle on Aptera. So at the time, our guys were here in Silicon Valley presenting the tech, trying to get some first investments and stuff like that. And at the time, they met up with Steve and Chris at the time when they were building their first Aptera. And I know that our CEO was already, got a test drive in that car and everything, and they started talking because it was like we have a very similar mission. We all started because of the efficiency issues.
Right.
So our motors are a result of our thoughts about how a rational car might be more efficient in the future, right? How to simplify whatever's been really complex and for the last 100 years. Mm-hmm. That's how they met. Aptera went its own way, we went our own way. We're in Europe, they're here, whatever. Comes 2017, 2018, Chris and Steve get in touch. We're restarting this thing, getting the band back together, trying to get all the IP back together and stuff. Okay, cool. You guys, I think with the EV, I think your tech and what we're trying to do kind of fits very well together, because we're more on the enabling side, so we try to remove constraints so that people could build better vehicles on top. And as a result, we say, okay, so here's our tech, see what you can do with it, take it for a spin. Started evolving, it became a real thing, and here we are.
Outstanding.
Both companies working together. Especially, we found our place for the first market movers in solar vehicles, because we're the only ones that can kind of provide that level of freedom of design and level of efficiency that allows solar to actually mean something in terms of getting the range.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of the story, and we feel proud that we're such good friends with everyone. So.
Absolutely. Okay, so my next question was, what pieces are you actually producing for the Aptera? Because I'm noticing the hub motor here and then an inverter.
So when it comes to engineering and stuff, we work on multiple levels. When it comes to development vehicles, we've supplied more stuff. When it comes to production vehicles, we will be focusing on the motor, and Aptera is focusing on a lot of their own IP that comes with the whole vehicle packaging. But typically, we work in similar fields with everyone else, so it's like we deal with the whole system, even the software and vehicle controls. So with different partners, we are involved in different levels. It depends on how fast they want to go and how busy we are with projects. And this vehicle is obviously special, so it's not just something you can take off the shelf. It's got 3 wheels, it's got different dynamics, so it makes sense for Aptera to build on top of that, working on improving the whole system.
Gotcha. Okay, and how long have you worked with Elaphe?
Oh, I've been with Elaphe for about 7-8 years now. So some of my best friends were, the 4th, 5th guys in the company. We're now 160 people.
Okay.
Growing every year, and it's been quite fun.
I'll say, it seems like a fun job. You don't just stay 8 years somewhere you didn't like it. Okay. You didn't, so yeah, we're good.
Yeah, but you have to understand that once you're in a company that has such humongous potential to change the face of basically automotive industry or any other industries, that fact, let's call it the mobility industry for now, you don't actually stay stagnant, because everything around you changes so quickly. And I am really fortunate that, based on my position and where I am in the company and what kind of a company we are, we get to work with all the big guys and all the small guys on whatever is really going to change the world, and even if it's 10 years out. So we get to work on projects that are so early that they won't even get into production until 2029. But that's the cycle. The industry is like, not everything is a startup that can launch in 2 or 3 years. Some things have to go through the automotive steps of all these cycles of development, first, second, third platform, etc.
Okay, so what do you do with Elaphe?
For me, actually, I'm a commercial director, so I deal with more or less all the customer-facing stuff, partnerships, business development, and sales as well.
Gotcha.
As well.
Fantastic.
These are our friends, so simulation engineers and structural. Josh is part of our marketing team. So
okay. Julio, can I ask?
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Sure, go ahead.
As an engineer on the project, like how do you decide what things to put into the motor, for instance, as you get the constraints from the company?
Okay, it's a good question, but generally we have like a dedicated workflow for that. So the first thing is to get the necessary constraints in terms of design space and desired vehicle performance. Okay, and we have like an optimization process on dealing with the electromagnetic design in order to get to that performance levels, and also knowing in parallel what the internal constraints for actually the motor build-up are, so that you reserve space also for that. And with that in mind, then we go through rounds of simulations, iterations, designs, design for manufacturing, design for assembly, to get to a final product that can, of course, be cheaply assembled, so that and sufficiently efficient, and be at the right sweet spot for the vehicle overall performance.
Absolutely. Okay, I think that was all the questions I had. I appreciate you guys' time. Your name, sir?
Luka Ambrožič.
Luka, and you are what did you say you did with Elaphe?
Chief Commercial Officer.
Chief Commercial Officer, and then
Blaž Grafenauer, I'm the head of computer-aided engineering.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. I need those spellings because I want to put it.
Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, I am Jeff the Christian Gamer. I wanted to ask quite a few more questions to Blaž, but apparently they were trying to, there was a lady behind them trying to gesture that they had somewhere to be, so I went ahead and let them go. But yeah, it was a very fascinating interview, very cool people. We talked a couple of minutes before the interview and 30 or so seconds afterwards, so I could grab their cards and they could get going. But yeah, again, thank you so much. Catch you guys next time.